welcome to the Blackwater Cantina. Today I am joined by...
Hi, I'm Mazz.
Hey, I'm Mike.
Mike is currently dying at the moment, so please send your support for him.
He has the plague.
Right, anyway, let's get on with today's discussion of War Machine Wednesday. I'm going to start with Mazz. What have you been up to this week, hobby-wise?
I've been pressing the print button on scenery. So we got a FDM printer, and it is good quality enough to be hammering out scenery. So we've got the chapels all printed. I've printed a couple of forests now. I've got some scatter scenery, wells and crates and barrels and a little bridge. We're going to be doing a river next. Lots of stuff. I need to paint some of it at some point, but it's printer goes brrr. That's what's going on. And I made two more busts as well. So I made one out of Little Alice and one out of the Pharaoh bone grinder. I've had a misprint on the bone grinder, so that one needs to be redone, but picked up some of those today from my printing human. So I'm looking forward to painting Alice, although she's in like a red translucent resin, so she looks kind of like a gummy sweet at the moment. But like the most forbidden cancerous gummy sweet in the world, so yeah, don't eat that.
I was going to say, all I picture is the Simpsons episode of the... was it? If you know the one I'm on about. Like,
forbidden donut.
No. There was actually one that they got a candy convention.
Yeah. I stopped watching The Simpsons in about 2001. So
I think it would have been about that time anyway. But
yeah. But yeah, I have painted some models. Not a lot of War Machine stuff. Although I did get my Dreadguard Sire done because he got good, and so he's going to go into some lists now. But yeah, lots of good stuff. And I got a game tomorrow as well. Or yesterday by the time this goes out. So
I was going to say, I might see you tomorrow, so you should bring along those bases.
I'm just playing here, so...
Okay, you can go screw yourself.
I've got this new scenery now, and the extension's pretty much done, so I've got the space to play and scenery. I'm going to use it.
You're determined to never leave the house again?
That's the plan. I would like to get to a point where I never have to leave the house.
Duly noted. The next tournament will be held... The next tournament will be held at Mazz's house.
Yes. I've done it before.
I would hate it.
I'd win because if anyone turns up who's better than me, I just won't let them in. You two are obviously welcome.
Okay, cool. Glad to know. Glad to know unless I win, and then I know where I stand.
Yep. That's how this works.
Okay then, Mike.
Over to me.
What have you been up to hobby-wise?
I have mostly been printing and painting pigs.
This week, I have mostly been eating bourbon biscuits.
So yeah, I've done quite a bit of work on Lytirsis. Done some skin tones on the rest of the group, the crew, my Razor Boars, Targ, Bone Grinders, and Midas himself. But yeah, I will get onto that one. What's happening with the Pharaoh a little bit later.
Right. I should probably go with what I've been doing this week. I didn't get asked apart from that. I have been mostly painting, and I know it sounds horrible, 3D printed 40k bits at the moment for a tournament I've got coming up soon for it. So I thought I'd play that and get them all painted because I don't like playing with non-painted stuff. I've also been fiddling and having a look at a wonderful game that a friend of mine got me into just because if you've ever played the games Hogs of War, or voiced by Rick Mail, and I absolutely loved that game growing up. It is Disquoir's War. All of your trench warfare guys are little anteaters. So I've got a couple of kits to have a look and play at with those at the moment. So I am very enjoying those plastic kits. So that's all I've been doing.
Cool beans.
Whilst having Rick Mills' voice in my head from doing all the lines from Hogs of War.
Just do everything. I'm picturing like Lord Flashheart and everything.
Yeah, it is essentially that, but for an entire game and telling each of the teams that they're rubbish when they fail.
This is like when I played Destroy All Humans, and the guy who gives you your missions is voiced by Richard Horvitz, the guy who voices Invader Zim. And I was just like, yes! I don't care about anything else in this game now. It's the only thing that's important.
And a Jack Nicholson impersonator doing the Crypto Cerullo.
Yeah.
One of my favourite games growing up.
It's a glorious game. It got re-released a few years ago, didn't it? But I've not.
Yes, I have the remaster. I've actually lent it to a co-worker at the moment.
Yeah. Is it worth picking up?
No, it's completely redone, and the graphics have been highly improved, and the game flows so much smoother. It's worth it.
Yeah. I might have to.
We're going into video game reviews now.
I mean,
no, we are not. We're going to get back on topic, but yes,
I do.
If we're going to do reviews, then we do classic games.
I do consider live streaming the Dark Seduction campaign on War Machine Tactics. That's on my list of things that I'm probably going to do at some point.
That would be glorious. We still need to have a game of War Machine Tactics.
Yes, I haven't played it again in a while, but it is glorious and it does look cool. So just UI issues, but
right. So going into, we've had a big old update.
What?
For January. Well, sorry, I say big old update. January live update. So I thought there's a lot of stuff in there. Why don't we skim through it? Like they've got the Hangout in London. You can answer their questions via this the War Machine Discord. That is the Steamforge Games one. But I just thought we could straight into the changelog and the updates because there's a few that, because we've discussed them beforehand. Me and Mazz talking about a few things because of shortened ranges. There's a few that wasn't particularly happy with until Mazz had what's the word? Made me rethink of like why we get gotten rid of.
Yeah, it's changes to the changelog. We had the changelog Thursday last week, the day after we recorded.
Yeah,
they released the changelog, and there's been a few changes to the changelog.
I'm just going to rattle these off for the time being. So the Riphorn Satyr, entry removed and changes reverted. So it's gone back to how it was. The World Watcher, entry removed and changes reverted. So same there. Wolves of Orbos, entry removed and changes reverted. Clockwork Angels, it's the same. Optifex Directive, removed cost change. Exponent Servetus, reverted to Rat 5, gained inconsequential. Bane Thrall Offset and Standard, corrected cost change to 4-3. A Desecrator, entry removed and changes reverted. The Iron Lich Commander reverted to Mat 6. Legionary Officers removed incorrect cost change. Roscoe removed incorrect reference to Reload 1. The Soulless Blade Master corrected to Flank, Friendly Faction Warjack.
Boo.
Demolisher, entry removed and changes reverted. The Nephilim Bolt Thrower has been reverted to Rat 6. The Agitator, corrected cost change to cost 2 to now 3.
That's a big pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is. I know it is. The Godson Avalancher, entry removed and changes reverted. The Pharaoh models Prime to Legacy, add Bone Swarm and Gorax Ranger. The Ravager, entry removed and changes reverted. Goron, entry removed and changes reverted. The Soulless Escort, revert to Mat 6. Correct cost 0 to 1, gained Weapon Master. Rhydon, entry removed and changes reverted. The Abyssal King, main guns, cost 6, cost of 6, now to 7. Powder Cask, cost 6 now instead of 7. And the Pig Dirigible, cut flying high, which I was a little bit sad about the two last ones, but Mazz corrected me on them. He goes, well, ranges are shorter, and some things need to be reverted. Apparently.
Yeah, I think a lot of the things that changed ranges are been cut down for a lot of armies, so that kind of makes sense. But there's like multiple different balloons, isn't there? And all the rest of them keep flying high, so...
Yeah, the battle brig definitely keeps flying high, which is a good one.
Yeah. The one that caught me out was the agitators going up by a point. So every single one of my Dark Operations lists is now 3 points over.
Oh, what a shame. You'll have to not take
it's been a bit of a nuisance going through and just like, right, I've got to correct all of these. But to be fair, a lot of my Dusk lists as well, because the Mage Hunter Assassins have gone up by a point, that's thrown most of my Dusk lists out.
Yeah.
Because not a lot went down by a point, or all the things that went down in points weren't things that were in lists. So, yeah, there's a lot of shifting about to do, but I don't think there's anything in there that's a big nuisance. As I say, agitators going from 2 to 3 is a bit of a pain in the butt because that's 3 points.
Yes, the main gun on the Abyssal King going up by a point is a little bit disappointing, but again, at least the range hasn't been cut down, which is good.
Yeah.
I noticed. I thought Mike would have had something to say about his Iron Lich getting his mat kept.
I mean, if the Iron Lich is in combat, it's probably not going to be there much longer, is it?
Yeah, true. So.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to the one that Mazz wants to talk about is the Steamroller 2026, the New Year's new scenarios.
Yeah. So updated scenario packs. Few changes. The main one being multiple of the same objective going on. There's a couple. There's a scenario with two 40mm objectives on each side. So both sides have got two 40mm, so it makes units a little bit more of a thing. That's a fault line, which looks interesting. It's a nice sort of straight ship across the middle with your 40s, 50s in the middle, and then 40s on the other side.
Yeah.
I quite like that one. It is an interesting one because that's the more of your own objectives you're scoring, the more bonus points you get. So if you're holding all three, you get the 3 points, but you also get 2 bonus points as well. So that's 5 objective points in one hit if you can hold all 3 of your own objectives. So I think that's going to be an interesting scenario. I think I'm quite looking forward to playing that one. And
I'm curious by trench warfare as well.
Yeah, I don't know how much that one... Yeah, that one has changed a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's just because it's returning, and who doesn't like a bit of trench warfare?
Yeah. I mean, it is good. I think I need to print up a couple of trenches sections. Oh, if only I had a FDM printer and some 3D printable files for trenches.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yes.
But yeah, that's always a solid scenario. The one that I think is going to be really good for both new players, intro games, smaller ones, is going to be Pressure Point. So scenario 4. So this uses 4 flags, which you'll notice are all blues. They are all defender flags because of the attacker-defender thing now instead of first player and second player. It's attacker and defender just because it's easier to clean up the language a little bit that way, which is fine. So with a flag, because it moves to a piece of scenery within 5 inches of where it starts, and the person who picks that scenery is the person who owns the objective, all 4 of them are owned by the defender, so they get to place all 4 flags essentially.
I think that's absolutely brilliant.
And every single time they touch it, they have to say, "Do you have a flag?" in their best Susie Izzard voice. Because that's the rules. It's written here in crayon, so it must be right. But yeah, I think that's going to be a good one because any model can claim flags. So it's a good one for new starters. It's a good one for a quick setup because it is fairly simple. So I think it's going to be a good smaller game size scenario and a good one for, say, learning the ropes.
Yeah, I think it will be as well.
So I think I might, because I've got a game organised for tomorrow, so I might have a crack at that one. But I'll check in with Marcel and see what he wants to do. Yeah.
So say, what is Marcel running tomorrow?
Crucible Guard with all of the burning things. I think his intention is to set everything on fire. When he sent me a list, he was like,
Maybe running Sebastos.
I don't remember who he's running.
Or is he running Ezra, Ira, McKay?
Who is he running?
Alright, I'm just curious about this.
To be fair, he hasn't actually sent me the full list. He's only
sneaky.
Oh, there we go. He has. He sent it in 2 parts. Silvestro.
Yep, I thought it before, so because that works with burning fire, so which means he will probably be running. I gotta assume that he's running a Vindicator Warjack.
Apollo and Suppressor, Ascendant Mentalist, Little Alice, 3 Mechanics, a Dragon's Breath, DeWolf, Prospero with a Vulcan.
Interesting.
A Trancer, 3 units of Combat Alchemists, and the Triumvirate.
Yeah.
That was the original screenshot he sent, was the 3 units of Combat Alchemist, Trancer, and the Triumvirate. I was like,
I'm curious to see how Vulcan is going to be used by Prospero. Because Prospero's, as far as I'm aware, only had 4 command focus. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think
I'm pretty sure he's only got 3 or 4. He's not, but then
because he's only a journeyman.
It only needs Arcane 4, yeah, but it only needs 3, and it's going to power up for 1. So he's then got 2 for shenanigans.
Well, I wish him all the best and tell him to stop using my army.
I mean, he does own all of the armies at this point, I think.
Yeah, he refused to give me give me any of the bits.
Yeah.
When I wanted them.
And so you just have to buy all the STLs and print them.
I would when they release them.
Yes, hopefully we get them soon. I'm looking forward to picking some of those up.
I wish to edit some of those files, so yes, please.
Yes, well, I'd like to do a Silvestro as a bust with his thing up in the air.
They've released that one.
As a bust? Oh, as a STL?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll have to buy that.
Because you get the all 6 Warjacks out of it.
Yes. Oh, I think I did actually already buy that, but either way. I'll have to do some of that. But yeah, I've got the Alice bust to paint up as well, which is going to be fun. I think that's going to be this weekend. And then I need to paint some of the Soulless units.
Nah, you don't. You'll be fine.
I do. Actually, interestingly, took a picture the other day of all of the remaining Dusk that I have to paint, and it's Soulless Hunters, Blade Masters, 1 Seeker Warden, and the Dreadguard Slayers. And then 2 Ghasts and 2 Eidolons. And that's it.
So not much then.
Not a lot, no. I reckon I can probably have that all finished by the end of February. Just in time to decide to then take Dark Operations to the tournament. I don't know. I still haven't decided. It's kind of waiting until today.
I haven't decided for Food Machine yet.
No, we need to do that as well. And stock up on large amounts of food. So, and then not eat it.
Bourbon biscuits. Lots of them.
Lots of bourbon biscuits and acorns.
Go in there, Mike. Kick us off with your bacon.
Well, we've had a few updates with the Pharaoh. Emperor Carver we're now actually going to be using the new Carver model that was released with the gun bore. Sturm and Drang has been re-added to the listing, so I kind of have to update my pile of potential. With Carver being upgraded to the new 40mm base Carver, the War Boar has been added to the War Beast list for the Pharaoh as well. So that could be a little bit of fun for any of the Warlocks in the Thornfall Alliance, just having a big gun bore.
Although he hasn't actually made it in this update yet, has he?
He's on my list right in front of me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You got to paint it like it is in the picture that I see in front of me with the Menoff arm on it.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah.
That one, possibly. I'm on about the big pig.
Ah.
The one that I picked up at Welsh.
Got ya.
Yeah, that's been added into the War Beast list.
Ah.
But yeah, no, I do have the Roadhog and the Warhog all printed off ready. But yeah, I will be probably doing another run of the little razor boars because they're so cute and I can run 8 of them if I wanted to.
Then you need 8 of them, surely. There's no other possible answer for this.
Exactly. Lytiosis, believe we covered a lot of... Did we cover any of this one before? I can't remember.
We had a conversation about it, I want to say last week or the week before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A conversation about how we pronounce its name.
Obviously, it's got the bacon rule.
Which is important.
Which is important for the Pharaoh. Blood first. So going from speed 5 to speed 7 just for charging your infantry. It's got the Body Snatcher Heart Eater. So gaining corpse tokens. Can have up to 3 and can use them to use the Death Feast ability to heal D3.
Oh, excuse me.
Butcher's Curse. During its activity, can spend a corpse token to cast one of the spells on its leader's card with a cost of 3 or less. So cast one of the Warlock spells for free that costs 3 or less. Can't be an upkeep or a range of self or control.
Yeah.
It's also got Carrion Hex. So during its activation, this model can spend a corpse to cast its animus without being forced. The animus of Putrid Miasma. So it's a cost 2 usually range self. While within 6 inches of this model, friendly models gain magic resistance.
And that's been a big change for a lot of people, hasn't it? The switch over to magic resistance instead of...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just changing things down to 1 die damage for their magic attacks.
It's going to make a big difference.
Oh yeah. The Bloodmark Cleaver, max 6, range 1, power 17, with grievous wounds. He's got a punch and spike, which is a mat 6, range 1, power 15. And because he has 2 heads, he has 2 gore attacks, which are power 14 with critical knockdown.
He's putting out a lot of attacks to start with, isn't it?
Oh, 4 attacks on the charge.
4 initials is good. They're good. And they're not Okay, none of them are like power 20 or anything, but
No.
they're all pretty solid. I mean, his weakest one is a power 14, which is reasonably solid still.
And he can go up to 4 fury, so...
Yeah, so you could, in theory, boost all 4 of those damage rolls if you wanted.
Exactly. And then you don't even have to use... You don't have to force him to use his animus.
Yeah.
It'll just be a cool. That guy I killed, eat that corpse.
Nom nom nom. Yeah, 2 chances for the crits on the knockdown as well. So
yeah,
come in, do the gore, go for the knockdown. I mean, Mat 6 is not terrible. It's kind of in line with a lot of other things now. So,
I mean, looking at the defenses of most troops now, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, like infantry are around defense 13 for the majority of things. So 7s to hit. So on average, you should hit. I think that's just kind of the reality of the game now. Is you need to, if you want to guarantee that hit, you're going to need to commit something else, which is good for my money.
And that's it.
And targeting those support pieces is going to be even more important. Stopping your opponent actually hitting you.
So, in the starter, you have Midas, Vitiasis, 3 Razor Boar, Targ, and a unit of Bone Grinders. So it actually doesn't run. You can run it quite heavy on Fury anyway, because the Bone Grinders can just go, yep, cool, I'll take some of that.
I mean, between Lytiasis and the Razor Boar, that's 6 Fury, and Midas is 7. So he's always gonna.
Razor Boars are 2. Can have 2 each.
Oh, do you get 2 of them in there?
3.
3. Oh, okay. There you go then. I was wrong.
3 little piggies.
3 little piggies.
So yeah, you can run it quite heavy, and then just make sure you've got enough to reeve back to Midas.
If you don't base one of them on straw, one of them on wood, and then one of them on stone.
That would be the funny option. I didn't. I used the base toppers provided by our friends at Steamforge Games.
Ugh.
Aww. Did you at least listen to Green Jello whilst you were putting them together and painting?
No.
Oh, just leave.
Yeah, that's it. You've ruined it now.
No. I will say, I do have to print 3 more off, because then I'll have 8 of them.
Chance for redemption here, Mike.
Straw, metal, bricks, and you have to listen to Green Jello whilst you're doing it. Or at least have the music video on in the background.
I'll have little houses on the bases.
There you go.
Yay.
I haven't printed any of the official base toppers yet. I've only printed the sewer ones that I made myself, but
this is the one I'm using for Midas.
No.
It's got like a bit of sheet metal on there.
Ah, nice.
I might have to ask you a favour later, Mike. Do you measure some of those base toppers up for me?
I have not used any of the base toppers yet.
I am, however, going to be now on the lookout for... I mean, I'm pretty sure, because they did for Crucible Guard, if I'm right, they did all of the Warcasters.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So they did 3D print versions of all of the Warcasters.
Not all of them yet.
No.
So Alice Major Beckett isn't done in 3D print yet. Just still waiting for that one. and we don't know if we're getting German. It's not even German. Sorry, it's what's his name? Give me 2 seconds. Mercenaries. God. Sorry about all this. Marshal General Baldwin Gerhardt and Mr. Clogs.
Given that they've taken away his picture...
They have taken away his picture, which means he might be getting resculpted, which I'm hoping for. I wish for a new version of Mr. Clogs.
Yeah. So we've got Sylvester, we've got Lucas, we've got McKay, we've got Bennett. There's the extreme Athenor Locke. I suspect they'll do
No, that's the new version of her. They haven't made it classified as extreme.
Okay, cool.
But
So, yeah, it's only Gerhardt that we're then missing, and it's suspiciously had his picture taken away, so...
And Aline Beckett, because she's not 3D printed yet. Bennett, sorry.
Yeah, but she's already been revealed that she's coming out in physical form, so they'll do the STLs for them as well, I suspect.
I really hope they do.
Yeah, no, there's plenty to come out for the Pharaoh that I'm really excited to see. Because, I mean, the beasts for the Pharaoh have always been hilarious.
I'm intrigued to see the meat thresher and if that gets an update as well.
I want to see
if the meat thresher does, I will be printing them.
I don't know how good it is, but the model is cool. So
the model is sick as hell. That's why I'd be doing it.
Yeah, it's silly, and I love it. To be fair, I'll probably
excuse me.
If they do a Dr. Arcadius STL, they're going to do a Dr. Arcadius STL, so I might have to make him into a bust as well, because his model was always really cool as well. This is what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to turn various models that I like, where I'm like, I would like to paint that one model. I'm going to turn it into a bust and then paint it. Because that's what I do now. That's how I partake of the hobby. Painting.
Yes. Over to my side here, I do have both the Warhog and the Roadhog, which I've already pulled out. They aren't getting the paint job at the moment because I'm working on the initial box. Then I'll work on any additions that I want to do.
I'd work on getting better at the moment, buddy.
I am trying.
Yes, not having the plague is preferable.
Yes.
And then we'll arrange games when you are less plaguey.
Otherwise, we'll take it back to COVID times and we'll just dress you in a bin liner.
Well, I'll just have to use War Table or something.
Mate, I was working in COVID times.
Me too.
Me too.
I was working near you during COVID times.
I know.
It was a weird time. I managed to contract COVID right as my 18-month project suddenly went live, so I was coordinating live releases amongst like 5 spread out teams across the country with a 42.5 degree fever. It was mildly delirious. It was great.
I was just hoping that we could dress Mike with a fishbowl on his head. That's his contamination suit.
Yeah.
He can play with us, but then again, that would be classified as the plague suit. So anybody who's got the plague will just have to wear that from now on.
That's it. The plague doctor thing with the big beak.
No, nothing that cool. Fishbowl, marigolds. He can play.
Nah, Robin, you're sacked. I'm going with Mazz.
He's probably already got one of those plague doctor masks knocking about anyway.
I wish. I don't have one knocking about just yet.
Right,
I do in the cupboard.
I'll get someone to knock one up for me at some point.
That and his full latex gimp suit.
No, again, that's Robin.
No, that's not me. I have a plague mask in the cupboard, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the new pigs on the table and see how they land. I know we've still got a long way to go before they get their full glow up. There's still a lot of changes coming from my understanding. I don't think that's going to be for a while because with the releases are due until September, aren't they? So
yeah.
Well, I think I said to you before, Mazz, that I'd built the list for Midas and the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
And it came to just over 30 points. Since the update, it's actually gone down to straight 30.
Funny that.
So I think they'd actually already planned that.
I think you're right. It's almost like they know what they're doing. Which is a terrifying thing to say about a miniature company, most of them. It's, yeah, I don't know. They're going to be interesting.
I am going to reiterate, because we've got Pharaoh, we've had Dark Operations. Does that mean we're going to get one of my favourite, which is the the Talon Charter? It's the next
Italian Charter.
Italian Charter. You mean like the stuff that I've got so much of over on the side over there?
Yeah, but have you got back in there?
Stuff.
I have a bunch of the jacks. I also have my galleon up here.
I'm gonna be the monkey wrench in this. I would rather they did the Soldiers of Fortune.
Why?
Really like all the steelhead stuff, and I think.
Yeah, but I guess they've already got Magnus on the table, so he can just come back as himself.
Exactly.
It would make sense.
So,
I mean, I do have Drake Pain.
I think what they'll do is what they did with what they're doing with Carver, and they'll put him into the list, and it's him, and then the Jack is available as well.
Yeah, that would make more sense. It'd be also nice to see, like, again, if they're going along that and they decide to make all the Jacks again, that, like, Buccaneer and all sorts of like that, because that's like the freebooter booster, the freebooter and things like that, then that would make it more interesting.
Well, I think what you'd probably see if they did that, you'd see like Talon, Rover, Renegade, Nomad, Mule, Mangler,
Swabber
would all stay. Well, those ones would stay with the Steelheads, and then the Italian Charter will get the Galleon, Blockader, Buccaneer, Freebooter, Mariner, Swabber, and Swashbuckler. So they get more of like the pirate theme ones.
Or Vanguard in this in the Italian Charter.
Yeah.
But it would be really interesting to see.
We would love to see the Italian Charter.
The only thing is, like, if you
also quite like to see Soldiers of Fortune.
I'm more on Soldiers of Fortune, but I want to be able to 3D print Nomads. That's what I want. So.
Are they going to come right out of left field and chuck in the Blind Water congregation?
Or Mark IV Lail Army. Just completely new army, Lail, done.
Rule Guard.
Well, yeah, the Dwarves would be another one as well. I don't know. There's a lot going on. I mean, they've done 2 mercenary ones. Whether they
I thought they were just going to do all the other mercenaries and bring them up into Mark IV, because that would make it more interesting. That was my thing with it.
Yeah. No, I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah, have like Infernals or something as like a big one. It's our big release. But whilst we're on the wayline for that, here's some more mercenaries.
Well, that's it. And that's what they've said, aren't they? They're doing the Crucible Guard and then the Infernals and then Grimkin, ? But then on the subscription, it's been Dark Operations, then Thornfall. Oh. So then I think that's going to be another Merc list. I think that's what they're going to do. The subscription ones will all be the mercenary lists.
Yeah.
Because there's so many models there that you can do.
That's why I thought Italian Chart would be like a brilliant one for them next, or the Blind Water Congregation, or the Royal Guard.
Or the Dwarves, yeah. Like, because there's no Dwarves anywhere else, so...
No.
Do they go, okay, well, let's bring the Dwarves back and potentially do a 4th caster for them?
Not gonna lie, I would be very excited for Blind Water as well. But
because who doesn't like anthropomorphic crocodiles?
But
who doesn't?
2 words. Black-hide wrestler.
I knew that's where you were going to go. I once had a close encounter with an alligator. It was somewhat disconcerting. We were in Florida and we were staying in a little house and it had a pool, only a little like half-size one. I went to go get in the pool, nearly dipped my first toe in, looked in, saw that there was a hole in the mesh at the side from the storms the night before, looked in the pool and went, there's nowhere log has gotten into the pool. Proceeded to turn around, get back in the house, close and lock the door. Called the alligator removal guy, whose number was right next to the phone. But yeah, just sat in the pool, chilling out. I was like, okay. No.
Generally thought this was going to be a joke, not an actual story.
No, actual close encounter. It didn't move. And I don't imagine it was doing well in a chlorinated pool, but...
It's probably fine.
Yeah. I was about 15 at the time. I was like, that is just terrifying.
If they do the Blind Water congregation, it means that in D&D, I can chuck a Dracodile at people.
Like physically, just... Well, no, let's play D&D. There's a cool model.
Just imagine people's eyes when I just pull out that mini.
That was the one I went all the way to Florida to get because we couldn't get them shipped to the UK at the time. It was an absolute nightmare. And I was off to Florida, so I got that and Scar 3 shipped to the hotel. And they turned up 2 days before I got there, so yeah, glorious.
What a time to be alive.
He was so happy.
I know, coming back from Florida, half of my suitcase was full of War Machine models because we'd literally rented a car and went looking for shops that stocked War Machine in Florida to go and pick up all the units you just couldn't get hold of at the time in the UK.
Yeah.
So all of the like Pirate Troll, Crix stuff, that whole sort of release, the Trollkin Marauders, the New Blighted Trollkin, Jessica Bloodtongue, all of that sort of stuff.
I was going to say, did you not go down to the, I can't remember the guy's name now, Paul's shop down at Christchurch?
Yeah, we used to go down to Simple Minis and get stuff from there, but by that point he wasn't getting anything in. So
that's because you didn't get a witch engine in the Oval.
No.
It was also shut by that point.
Yeah, to be fair. Yeah. Sad times. But yeah. Ta-da. So what are we all taking to the Steamroller at the end of February in Tiverton? Are you pigging, Mike?
I don't know if I'll have enough pigs ready by then, so probably be correct.
Yeah. Robin, you definitely joining us?
No. I already stated that I'd already agreed to do another tournament that week, I am sorry that I'm so stretched then. But I am doing Food Machine. I am a very, very busy man. But no, I will be doing Food Machine in Gosport.
Gosport, yes. And that is on...
It's not pronounced like that. I just couldn't remember where it was, so...
But it is Gosport. That is correct. What's the date of that? I want to say the 27th of March, but I might be wrong.
It's end of March, 28th.
28th of March. So...
in the calendar, that's why I know.
Boom. I know, so yes.
For that one, I will probably either run, well, depending if I can get all the rest of the 3D printed Crucible card bits, then I will be running Crucible card. If not, I might even run, and depending if I can get bases from Mr. Mazz for my two.
I'll put them on in a minute. I need to go and turn the printer back on.
You said you've done them, you lie.
No, I know. No, I printed some other bits and pieces. Yeah, no. No, yes, I did say I'd done them, and then I lied. I hadn't done them. I'd done
That's in
something
one of our
else.
videos as well as proof.
I know. I plated them up, and then got sidetracked and printed the forests.
I believe what people need to watch these videos in order to get the correct order is watch this video first and then go back to last week's video and watch that one.
I'm literally in it now. I'm going to slice it up now. It's already plated up. It's already ready to go.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. But no, what I was saying was I will probably run... it's a really hard one. Also depends if we get troll rods by then.
Yeah.
But I might just run Southern Crows just for a bit of giggle, because I don't know who's going to be taking what, and I can just imagine there's going to be a ton of Crucible Guard armies flying about.
I've not decided if I wish to be absolute mayhem for this tournament yet, because it's a food machine, so we can do some cheats and take some weird different things and do all sorts of shenanigansy stuff.
3 tanks, 2 Vulcans.
So yeah, I don't know whether I want to take something completely weird and like do a like I don't know, take a Ravener in a Dark Operations army or something. I can't help but think that would be quite funny.
And then we've got Welsh Masters in...
break out the elves.
Yeah.
Get involved with some retribution. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. I could take some retribution units in a Dusk army, and that might be funny. Because it's a food machine, we can play silly buggers.
Test about. Yeah. I was going to say, the other one we will be having a scheduled video at some point to go over Welsh Masters and what we'll be taking.
Yes. Because that's at the end of June. That will be here before we realise.
Yeah.
So... Yes, so Tiverton Steamroller, Gosport Food Machine, some other events, Welsh Masters.
Yep.
We'll be there doing shenanigans.
Yeah, we're done. I'm sorry, I'm absolutely shattered. So
it's been a busy
what
update.
happens when it's usual hours at work?
There's been a lot of excitement today because of the update. So
yeah,
cool. Well, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the January update. Tell us what you're taking to your next Steamroller, and we'll see you next week.
Yep. Also, don't forget to join us on Discord. Links will be down below to Patreon and Facebook as well. But thank you very much, guys. See you later.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.